with me on this bus. So, we're going to come and we are going to give our top tip that helps us have successful virtual parties. So I'm going to pass the phone around and they're going to give their very best tip for how to have a successful virtual party.
So here's a tip for host coaching with online parties. When you book your party, even if it's 2 months away from that period or a month, you're going to want to let the host know that you're going to add them to a great party you had and a bad party you had. And you're going to want to tell them, okay, go ahead and scroll through these 2 parties and just see, what you think. The host name of this one was Crystal, the other one's Mary. See what Mary and Crystal did, and just let me know some things you notice. The person in the good party is going to say, oh, Crystal posted once a day, it seems like she tagged her friends, da-da-da-da-da. In the bad party, you're going to be like, well, none of that is happening in this party at all. Then you ask them, which host do you want to be? Do you want to be Crystal and earn over $200 some odd in product, 3 half-price items or more, and 30% off otherwise from your couch? Or do you want to earn Jack for something you signed up to do to earn something?
Okay, so you're going to see a lot of host coaching tips, I think, because if you haven't figured out, that's important.
That's where you make your money anyway.
Yes. Okay, so I host coach, even though I am primarily virtual and I hate the phone, I host coach all of my hosts on the phone. Okay, I do. Because it forces me to have that relationship and connect, and they stop treating you like just this salesperson, and they realize that you're an individual, you have a sense of humor, you are there for them, you're wanting to connect with them. It takes like 15 minutes tops, depending on how chatty the other person is, and I find that the hosts that I can figure out make a really big difference if I've connected with them on the phone. Here's also a tip. Okay, if that host refuses that phone call with you and just keeps blah, 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 and like, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that, you know what they probably are? A cancellation. That means that they're not going to do the things that you asked them to do. They're not going to post the tips. They're not going to connect with you on things. You have to have it in your mind, okay, she might just be messaging you and her party might still go on, but my eggs are not in her basket. Okay, my eggs are going to go somewhere else. I'm going to go out and replace that person, and if her party ends up turning out, or I find some gold nuggets in that party, awesome. Okay, but that is not where I'm going to be counting all my things. So it allows you to know if that party is going to be one of those awesome parties early on, so that you're not surprised at then going, well, I thought I had a party, but I guess it didn't qualify. Okay.
I'm going to give you tips on how to have more communication and relationship building in your party. So every night I do a video that I demo a fun product for 2, 3, 5, 4 minutes most, and I tell everybody to watch the video to the end for a magic word, and then they send me the magic word in a messenger, so I get to have a conversation and talk back and forth with them. It doesn't matter what the magic word is. For the popcorn maker, I do butter. For the wine opener, I say wow. So choose some of your favorite products and just have a library on your phone. You don't have to go live, and you can just reuse it. I ask my guests to do a selfie with their favorite Pampered Chef product early on in the party, and then I tell them check back tomorrow because I'm going to do a selfie of myself and my favorite product. And of course, my favorite product is my apron. And so I tell my apron story, which means before I wore this apron 15 years ago, I didn't have this or I didn't have that. So tell your apron story. It's super powerful, and we all have an apron story. And you can even do that at your cooking parties too.
We all know how important it is for our hosts to engage in the party. Well, I have her post the games every day because they love the games, and then I also give them the answers so they interact with their guests, and they look forward to doing that as well.
Make sure that you use emojis and GIFs, and respond to all your customers that are posting. Make it fun. Make it fun, make it fun, make it fun.
My tip is for following up with the guests from your virtual parties. So instead of Facebook messaging them, try texting. And start your text message with thanking them for their order, mentioning at least one of the products they've purchased, and asking if they need any recipes. It gets the conversation started for building a relationship for a booking or potentially for a new consultant. And maybe a customer that you're gonna have that's loyal because you have taken the time to reach out on text.
So you guys, make sure that you're building relationships with your guests. I think they've already talked about that with host coaching and stuff like that, but make sure you're building relationships and that you're building desire for the business. Don't just make it like random posts, but you really need to share your story, share what perks that you've enjoyed from the business. Yes. Make sure you build that desire. Make sure you're sharing the special each month. Okay, you have no idea what that half-price kit rebate could do for someone. So make sure that you're building the relationship, you're interacting, you're commenting. look for those rock stars, right?
Yeah, make sure that and building the relationship will help the party be more successful as far as people wanting to comment,
Yes.
wanting to play along, and you're going to have more engagement. So you want to look for those people that are really engaging during the party and write them down. I write everybody down. If they really participate a lot, I put like little stars by their name. And you want to make sure you check in with them and tell them about the business and, ask them, questions about if they would like to earn, $500 extra a month, something like that. Nobody's going to say no to that, right?
Right.
So, and if nothing else, a lot of times you get a no the very first time. That's just standard. So then you want to ask them if you can add them to an opportunity event or work from home group if you have that talks about the business, where you can tag them in some testimonies and things like that. And then track them, put them on a list and keep track of, why they said no, or things like that, and follow up later. Maybe it was a money issue. Always make sure you remind them if they host a party, they can get, the kit rebate, the kit credit. Yeah. So, there's lots of different things. A follow-up is key, and keeping track of things is key, you guys, and that's how you can help build your business.
So my tip for you is building a relationship, and that can be done even though you are communicating virtually. So message people, interact with them outside of the party. They want to get to know you and they want to create that relationship, and when you message them or you play a game and have them message you first, it is the best way to have the ongoing relationship past that party, to get future parties booked, to have people join your team. I will tell you, most of my stuff for future business comes from those messages. So I highly recommend them, and just because you don't get them the first time, don't give up. And my other tip is, when you have an order, go into your email, hold down their phone number and text them, because then we know they get it. You don't have to worry about if they are a friend of yours or not, and will they get it or will they not, but text them exactly or straight from your email. It's incredibly helpful, and then you know they got it in the text message.
One more tip. When you're doing that Facebook messaging, now you can click the camera, and then you can actually click a button that says take videos, so you can literally talk to people on Facebook Messenger, and it's in a little video, so it even helps even more with that one-on-one communication. I love it.
All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed those tips. There are some very, very amazing top people on this bus, so I hope that you love their tips, and I hope you got a lot from that. See you guys soon.